so I know I can create a new character now, but I feel like if I make a new sim, I'm gonna want to play with them immediately. And I kind of want to get Christy started on the pirate quest first. So I'm gonna wait till the next episode to add a new character. And we're gonna do this first. Okay, so Ominous Tides, Prelude to the War. Wreckage from a ship washed ashore in Sudayo, and along with it, a survivor of the deadly attack that sunk the vessel. Is this simply another ship lost to the perils of the open sea, or is danger creeping towards the kingdom? Investigate the mysterious shipwreck off the coast of Sudayo. Also, I did what I said I was going to do, and I redecorated the castle off camera. I added a few things, but I mostly just changed the color of things because I ran out of money at some point. So we're going with this pinkish red with a little bit of turquoise color. I don't really like it as much when it's overwhelmingly turquoise like this is. Maybe I'll change that later, but yeah. I think, oh, I also, I changed all of the castle to be brighter, but, unfortunately you can't change these doors, so it's, noticeably a different color, but we're just gonna try to ignore that, pretend it's a weird shadow. Lady Christy was on her way to the beach to meet with Royal Advisor Brienne. Hours earlier, a sailor had washed ashore along with some ship wreckage. Lady Christy hopes to learn what happened out on the waves. That's interesting that it's previously is here's what she's doing now. Previously, this is what happened. What is this? Oh, that's part of it. Okay. Alright, yeah, let's just... let's have her eat first. She's hungry. Oh, also, by the way, someone asked me last time what Christy's traits were, because they missed some of them. So, Christy is good. Your sim can donate charities by clicking on the messenger post. Your sim doesn't even consider doing mean interactions by other sims. Your sim gives other sims the comfort buff when doing a friendly social interaction with them. She's also adventurous. Your sim can go on adventures in the forest and on the ship, and she's insecure. Your sim needs to socialize more with other sims, otherwise your sim will get easily lonely. Your sim will get a negative buff if socializing isn't going well. Your sim will sometimes wake up in the morning very anxious and nervous. It's interesting to me, that the first, thing on insecure is basically just being an extrovert, which is not something I would necessarily associate with being insecure. But anyway, so those are her traits and that's what they do. That's not the, the description that was written in the creative sim on them. But yeah, those are her traits. Oh, wow. Looks like they've sorted the wreckage, and there's that poor wretch of a sailor still passed out, I see. Royal Advisor Brienne, where are you? Give me a status report. Okay. Where is our Royal Advisor? Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait, where? Oh! She's hiding behind the box! I was like, I don't see her anywhere. Right here, Your Highness. The guards have searched through the wreckage and can provide further detail if you wish to hear them. The sailor is alive but has yet to come to. What do you wish of me? Okay, give Royal Advisor her orders? Oh, interesting. Usually they have you make the choice down here. So, revive the sailor, I need information now, or return to the castle and summon our scouts. I feel like revive the sailor makes more sense. What are our scouts gonna do without any information? We don't know if it's a sea monster or pirates or whatever that wrecked the ship, or a storm for that matter. Yes, my lady, I shall see what can be done to awaken our half-drowned guest. Where do I— oh, there's a fight going on over there! Whoa, hold on. I don't know why these people are beating themselves up. There's a whole different storyline going over on there. Where am I? Am I dead? Lady Christy, come quickly. The sailor is waking. They're also already standing up. Am I going to come, or I have to actually click on it? No, not dig for treasure. Question about shipwreck, probably. I'm alive, praise be to the Watcher. I didn't get a good look at our attackers. They hit us in the middle of the night. Before I knew what was happening, I was thrown into the cold black waves, and our ship was burning. We had a crew of 30. You must sail to look for survivors, I beg you. Oh, sweet, we get to go sailing? What a horrible situation. I wonder if the guards have gained any insight from examining the wreckage. I had better set off soon if there is to be any hope of finding survivors. Oh, but I was gonna— well, okay. I was gonna dig for treasure, but I guess that's less important. Go on an adventure! No, search for wreckage and survivors. This is a cool ship. Is this my ship, or is this just the kingdom's ship? It's got a bunch of different flags. Different kingdoms, I presume. This is probably something possible. Oh, wow, that was cool! Not long after setting sail, Lady Christy and her crew came upon a thick fog. Slow and steady ahead. Keep a swift eye for any debris. The fog enveloped the ship, and all eyes were on the water as the cold fog dampened all sense of direction in a muffling blanket of mist. Wreckage sighted off the starboard bow. Oh, wow. A gruesome visage emerged from the mist. Shark-bitten bodies clung to the scattering of debris which marked the watery grave of the bright Destiny. There are no survivors here, my lady. Let's set sail back to Chateau. The wind started to pick up, and the fog began to clear as they turned and headed back towards the docks. Suddenly, a cannon shot rang out, and a giant splash erupted from the waters right next to Christy's ship. Enemy ship approaches! Full sail ahead. Ready the cannons in case she tries to pursue. After another cannon blast and a near miss, the enemy ship dropped its sails and remained hidden in the fog. Lady Christy and the crew returned to Chateau and wondering who the mysterious ship belonged to. My maid's waiting for me. Is that a part of the quest, or is she just here? The seas have always been dangerous, but this kind of aggression can't go unchecked. I shall confer with Royal Advisor Brienne and decide our next course of action. But first, what do I tell Clarissa about her crew? They're all dead! Sorry. Rip, I guess? F in the chat. Yeah, we'll just tell her the truth. We found the truth. There are no survivors. I'm not gonna lie. Give her false hope when we know the truth. How did you go? Did you find any of my shipmates? I feared as much. Thank you for your efforts. I feel bad for Clarissa, but there's nothing that can be done to help now. I need to head back to the castle to meet with Royal Advisor Brienne and tell her what happened out on the water. Okay, but can I go treasure hunting first now? Your ship was fired upon. Come to the tactical map and show me where you were attacked. Okay. Discuss hostile ship. Who do you want to strategize with? Oh, I need to... I assume Royal Advisor, right? Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize it was going to give me an option to pick other people. We were not far off the coast, just a little bit south of this position here. They attacked us after we found the wreckage of the other ship.
Oh.
Strange, those waters aren't known to be especially dangerous. They're close to the treating trade routes and sometimes attract pirates from Arbyville? But they generally don't involve other kingdoms in their conflict. Well, maybe, I mean, it was foggy. Maybe they just didn't know it was us. Whoop. I've summoned our scouts. Hopefully they'll be able to shed some light on the situation. We must be sure that Sudayo is prepared in case things become more dire. Okay, what? Whoa, no. Not fast. Okay. Get a report from... Okay. So this is the scout. And then the other scouts are going to be apparently. Get a report from Arbyville.
Tarimba!
Dang, those Arby pirates. Arbyville. What? Are they making puns on their own fake name? Your Majesty, there's been a sudden increase in Arby villain pirate activity. There's rumors that Jed Captain Clarissa... Wait, Clarissa? But like, that's like the same name is spelled differently. There's rumors that Dread Captain Clarissa Darktide has called a meeting of the Tribunal and that the Red and Black fleets have been doing heavy recruiting. We should proceed with caution. Okay. Well, what do you have to say? Hear a report on Tridony. My lady, the Tridony Guild Consortium has had an emergency meeting with Admiral Horace Mandrake of the Tridony Navy to discuss countermeasures against the increasing pirate attacks. I haven't seen things this heated in Tridony before. The Admiral is recommending a full-out assault on the pirates. This is troubling news. Return to your scouting assignments in Arbyville and Tridony and continue to gather information and send word back to Sudayo. I'll have a word with Lieutenant Stickman about our kingdom's security. If war is to come, we need to be prepared. Lieutenant Stickman. Alright, where's Lieutenant Stickman? Okay, discuss a security arrangements with Lieutenant Stickman. He's got like aggressive, he's got like resting angry face. See that our forces are prepared, Lieutenant Stickman. We may have to avoid battle for now, but there is a war brewing, and I have a bad feeling we haven't seen the last of it. It's probably a good assessment, because wars don't, that's not usually how wars go. Oh wow, that was a really short quest. Lady Christy discovered the fate of shipwrecked sailor Clarissa's ship and crew, but the main reason behind the attack still remains a mystery. This right here is a mouthful to say. Sudayo's ship was attacked at sea by an unknown enemy. Meanwhile, scouts report that Tridony and Arbyville are on the brink of war. A storm looms on the horizon for Sudayo. Oh! We already unlocked this! Yay! I thought that I thought it was 3 quests we needed to unlock this. As the renown of Sudayo grew, its political standing amongst various foreign territories also rose. Before long, Sudayo found itself in dire need of grand accommodations to house its ever-increasing flow of visiting foreigner dignitaries. So with a flutter of activity and peasant groaning, the reception hall was finally unveiled. Okay, cool. I guess we could just go ahead and do the next part of the quest. New information from Sudaya's scouts indicated that the conflict between Arbyville and Tridney had escalated. Emissaries from both territories have requested that Sudayo play host to a summit between the Pirate Tribunal and the Guild Consortium. Lady Christy must prepare the kingdom and help resolve the conflict. Gain pirate or guild allegiance! I'm sorry, it's in all caps. As tension rises between the Trinity Guild Consortium and the Arby villain pirate fleets, Sudayo finds itself in the middle of an epic conflict. Okay. So I guess that was just like an introduction, and then this is that was like quest 0, and this is like the actual storyline. Some time had passed since a sailor washed ashore in Sudayo, and Lady Christy had found the gruesome remnants of a sunken ship just off the coast. Life in Sudayo had continued unhindered, and people tended to their daily business with little thought of conflict in foreign lands. Lady Christy had ordered a new sword from the smithy in the village and just received word that it was finished and ready to pick up. How's that work if I haven't built the smithy yet? Do I feel like a stroll down to the village, or shall I have Gale the servant retrieve the blade for me? Who shall retrieve the sword? A monarch doesn't mix with commoners. Gale the servant shall retrieve the sword for me. I can use a good walk and some fresh air. I shall retrieve the sword myself. Let's do it ourselves. Yes, a walk to the town square is just what I need. Won't people be surprised when they see their monarch mixing up with commoners? Shall I change my clothes or go as is? How do I want to appear to my subjects? Well, I'm currently wearing my armor. I guess I will change my outfit because I don't think I need to be in armor just to go down to my village. Ah yes, now this is how a monarch should look. Look out, commoners, as your leader approaches. I don't know if that was like a required thing, or if I just go down as is. Get sword. I just realized it now shows my responsibilities from last time as complete, even though I never completed them. That's interesting.
There we are.
I guess this is an out-of-town blacksmith, since we don't have one. I'm sure you'll be quite pleased with your new sword, Majesty. I've crafted it to my highest standards. Okay. Time to give this blade a whirl. What should I test on? So many things to slice and so little time. Test out new sword. Which one's the new one? I have so many freaking swords! The inscription on the hilt reads, a symbol of respect to the ruler of Sudayo. Is this? Oh, that's better than the one I'm holding. That actually is, like, the best one so far. Equip. How do I... How do I test out... Oh, a training dummy. Okay, so I have to go back home, I think. Let's just make our own food. Oh, I need to talk to people. Bear soup! No, let's make onion soup. I just realized I can see some of these people's traits. So my advisor is solitary, Finch, licentious, and eloquent. Where's my advisor? So not only is my guildmaster evil, he's also vain and a misanthrope. Fantastic. This is me. Go to bed at 2 a.m. and wake up at 9:30. Do I not have a dummy? Oh, a sparring match. Okay, let's do that. How do I spar? Oh, okay, so it's just if they don't have a sword, I can't do anything. Okay. Makes sense. No, not romantic. Monarch. A friendly sparring match will let me put this sword through paces. Oh, I can choose. Oh wow, I barely won that. What the? That last blow caused the sword to crack. Time to have a word with the swordsmith. Snapped subpar sword. I took a little detour and did my side quests, and then I decided to go on an adventure while I was down here by the forest. So this is the adventure that she has. Christy was making her way along an unknown path in the forest when she came upon a spring smelling slightly of sulfur. Fanciful childhood tales of secret healing spring danced in her head. Take a drink. The tales were true. This could be one of the mysterious healing springs that appeared from time to time. Lady Christy would take a drink to test the spring and bottle up as much as she could. Or don't touch it. One would never drink water from a forest casually. It was usually fouled by animal excrements or worse, dead corpses. It could even be a breeding ground for toxic blood moss. Now, here's the thing. Christy's adventurous, but also if I get sick, we don't have a doctor yet. Ah, screw it. Let's just see what happens. Lady Christy dropped to her knees on the mossy bank of the sparkling spring and pressed her lips to the bubbling waters, taking a long sip. Her stomach reacted almost immediately, making Christy gag. So I did get sick. Next I can collect some of the stinking blood moss, she grumbled, stooping to pick some of the vile moss from amongst the black pond scum. Received nausea buff and soaked buff. I have a feeling that did not sound like the kind of thing you should drink. Oh no. The kind of thing you should drink, but I just was curious what would happen. Lady Christy saw a traveling merchant lying along the mountain path. He appeared to be injured in some way and needing assistance. As Christy approached, the merchant weakly reached toward her and mouthed the word help. Help. This pitiful merchant was clearly in need of some medical attention. A few stores from Christy's pack would do the trick. It wouldn't cost more than a few gold simoleons to replace. It cost 25 simoleons to be exact. Opportunity. The merchant was clearly helpless and probably near death. Why waste good supplies on someone who was doomed? And more importantly, why pass up free goods that would probably just be salvaged by the next traveler anyway? Christy could leave the merchant for dead and take anything of value. I don't think that really fits with her personality, so let's go with help. The merchant could not be saved. Oh my goodness! How many adventures are we gonna go on? The merchant could not be saved and passed into the arms of the Watcher. Before dying, he whispered a secret location where he kept his life savings. It was nearby and Christy was able to find it. Oh, sweet! That's a lot of money! Yeah. So many adventures. Taking the overgrown long way through the forest, Christy happened upon an ugly squat hut. The cries of children could scarcely be heard through the mist. Dark smoke billowed from the crooked chimney. What is this? Hansel and Gretel? Peeking through the greasy window, a witch could be seen preparing dinner cauldron with two terrified children sitting at the table. What is this, a fairy tale world? Rescue them. Poor innocent children needed to be rescued immediately. The precocious, stooped over, gray-haired witch couldn't be hard to fight off, right? Well, I'm sick, so I don't know. I'm sick and I'm soaked. Or leave her alone. This was none of Christy's business, really. Witches needed to eat too, and in today's economy, children were probably a more nutritious alternative to the usual dreary herb and barley stew. Besides, perhaps the brats had it coming. What would you do if you could be the hero in Hansel and Gretel? Alright. Christy crept behind the old hag and tried to push her into the fire, but the spry witch snatched and yanked Christy's sleeve, sending her flying across the room in a pile. Shrieks of laughter, she cursed Lady Christy and flew off with her crooked broom. Oh my goodness. Oh no! Christy untied and released the children who were continuing to cry. Why did you just attack Grandma? We were just about to eat. We're starving, they cried. Realizing she made a terrible mistake, Christy quickly left the scene. Oh no! Well, we're not doing so great. You don't say, she found adventure. My goodness. The adventure wouldn't stop. I was ready to go home after I got wet.
Jacobin.
Kothep.
Snaith ma. Huh.
It's not my fault. Quality materials have been scarce, and the Trinity Guild Consortium have been charging outrageous prices. I had to use a brittle crudium infusion instead of mithril. I've half a mind to send you the stocks of a pit for deceiving me, Derek. I should speak with Royal Advisor Brienne about this. It wouldn't benefit the Guild Consortium to price itself out of sales. Something must be influencing their behavior. I'm sick for 13 hours. That's why you don't drink water out of random lakes. Without, like, filtering it or something. Don't assume because it looks funny, it's magic. The guild has been raising their prices. They claim it has to do with their conflict with the pirates. I just received a letter from the Guild Consortium and the Pirate Tribunal about the situation. They've requested that Sudayo play host to a summit so that the guild and pirates can sign a peace treaty on neutral grounds. This will be a good opportunity for us to gain influence with the Arbivillian fleets and the Tridionian guilds. Then in response, the Sudayo will be honored to mediate their agreement. I shall figure out how to best prepare for our guests. A tense situation such as this can be made or broken by the smallest details.